While very interesting coloring and the costuming works really well with everything that you have in terms of your aesthetic, the black and white, the different colors over on stage right. Okay, interesting ideas here at the beginning where you have the segments layered. Release and catch there, certainly adding to that level of visual musicality. Yeah, long phrase. Yeah, now they need to punctuate the end of that phrase a little bit harder so that it matches the intensity of what's taking place in the musical structure, okay? Yeah, the use of the arm with the orange, very clever, but the performers have really got to make sure that they keep those arms exactly where they were choreographed. That the orange also makes it easy to see variations, so you got to make sure that that's very clear and the performers understand exactly what it is you're asking them to do with that arm, okay? I think the integration here with the color guard works really well. The swell, the crescendo, and then the decrescendo, we hear that, we just don't see it. And the color guard's in a very exposed area to really make that more effective, okay? Choreography here looks like it's a little bit distracting from what's taking place with the visuals of the horns, okay? So just be careful with how you craft that and make sure that it does marry well with what's going on with the horns, okay? Yeah, really nice here where the color guard's in that negative space provided by the horns. Yeah, got to finish that phrase out, holding the flag down at that vertical position while there's still music going on there. It gives the perception that the phrase is not finished yet, and then therefore the whole idea is not fulfilled, okay? Interesting idea here with the manipulation of the pole around the neck and the elbow. Yeah, appreciate the impact here. Yeah, the speed change within the choreography works really well with the musical structure. Yeah, the ripple across the field, very musical, good. Yeah, you got performers that are kind of chopping off some of the phrases, okay? So definitely something for you to take a look at and make sure they understand they've got to fulfill the phrase completely before they move on to the next one. Yeah, they need to stay in character as they move to the front sideline.
You've got the percussion a little bit farther back from this sideline.
Yeah, appreciate the smooth transition here, getting the one performer with the yellow out onto the field. Yeah, if this is a lunge position that the other performers are standing in, we've got to make sure that's defined just a little bit more for them. Some of them not quite sure about exactly how far they're supposed to be bending that left leg into that lunge position. Yeah, and again, just making sure the visual musicality is as strong as you want it to be. Make sure the performers are finishing those phrases. Yeah, but now, see, you give us this phrase, this movement phrase, and then we stop the phrase to reset. So we got to make sure that stays constant throughout the reshape as well, okay? Beautiful colors on the flags here, certainly matches the theme and identity of the show. Yeah, body positions as we jazz run to the back needs to be detailed a little bit more, as well as the leg lift into the stir. Okay. Yeah, nice accent there in the middle of the phrase. Yeah, initiation of the release needs to be detailed a little bit more, but you know that. Just be careful with the performers in the back of the field. It looks a little bit haphazard. as in they don't really know exactly how to hold their flag as they're moving to this set. But once they get to the set and start the choreography, I think all that works well for you. Into the release. Okay. Oh, that's working. Yeah, and again, that jazz run technique just needs to be defined as they're moving off the field. Yeah, color guard needs a stronger sense of communication here, especially since those 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or so are the only ones that's actually on the field. So our focus is automatically there. And really maximize that communication with the audience, okay? Interesting idea with the toss there. Just have to be a little bit more detailed with that. Yeah, interesting how we get the rifles onto the field. Certainly a creative idea, tossing the rifles onto the field like that. It's just that it seems like there's a little bit of a breakdown, and they should be tossed a little bit faster, or not faster, I'm sorry, closer together in frequency. That way it maintains interest and intrigue, you know what I mean? Yeah, spatial pathways here need to be explored a little bit better with the rifles, and especially with that indirect toss, as it looks like some of the performers are facing different directions. Yeah, just need to be careful of some of the choreography here with the rifles. I don't think that they're quite comfortable yet with the choreography. And this might be a new part of the show as well, you know. Intervals and spacing of the color guard needs to be addressed also here as they're in the front of the field. Oh, beautiful flag. Okay. Yeah, spatial pathways, though, need to be explored a little bit stronger here, especially with the carvings, side to side. Yeah, I appreciate the speed change within the choreography. I think once that's detailed a little bit more, that's going to be a lot more effective for you. Right now, just performers are struggling with that, especially from one hand to two hands to one hand. I think, you know, overall, I think it's a really cool program. We just got to make sure that we connect the ideas, number one, max out the musicality, number two. Number three, we got to detail the choreography that's already there, because there are performers that are not quite sure about how to manipulate the equipment through space. Also, I think there's memory lapses, I think, between phrases with some of the color guard performers as well. So addressing those issues are definitely going to take the program to a completely different level, okay? All right, enjoy the program.
Fine arts specialist Catherine Kaiser. The band would like to